How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're going to be talking about another stock that Citron Research recently attacked today when the stock is performing very well. The past few days, the stock has been going to the upside a lot. So the ticker symbol is going to be Blnk, and we're going to talk about what this company is all about, what they do. And they're associated with electric vehicle companies. They produce, design, manufacture electric vehicle charging stations across the US. So we're going to hear exactly if this is a good company to invest in and why Citron Research attacked this company. And we also talk about NIO stock, why this stock is performing very well, even though this short seller is attacking the stock. So I'm going to cover all this important information coming up. Now, as you can see over here, this is one of the reports that they recently released about NIO. They said the stock is really overextended to the upside. The price target is 25. And the main reason that they mention is that, if Tesla lowers the price for the future for their cars, NIO could potentially lose the market share that they have in China. So, and they based off of that thesis, they believe Tesla NIO stock is going to eventually go to $25. So that is one of the theses. And today they came out on, on Twitter and they start talking about Blnk, So Blnk, as I mentioned, is a charging, they have charging stations across the states. And they are eventually exploding to the upside. Basically, every EV company right now is going to the upside. And they said that Blnk is very bad investment at this current moment. So one of the tweets that they said is now, new most ridiculous EV stock is Blnk. No cash or R&D management. Accused of security fraud. No real revenues. Except a massive diluted deal soon so management can continue to deceive public. This should trade right back to 10 when it's still overpriced. Total scheme. So, and the other thing they said is that for all Blnk investors who are naive, for some market cap of Blnk, you can buy ChargePoint with 73% market share. Considering market penetration, Blnk should be at $1 per share. Consider SPE, spent 70 million RD, and Blnk 0. If you believe in the companies that are going to be building infrastructure like charging station across the states, they recommend SBE. So I'm going to talk about that company later on too. So they recommend this stock, and they said that Blnk has made no progress expanding downloads on networks in years. A total commodity product with no brand. This is an insult to other EV makers to even mention Blnk as an EV stock. Lowest from one of the shareholders space. This is a $1 billion joke. So that is their assumption about Blnk charging. We're going to talk about exactly if it's worth investing when it comes to Blnk stock. So as I mentioned before, Blnk is, when you look at their website, this is some of the infrastructure, some of the business plans that they have. You can actually buy the equipment and then, establish your gas station location, or you can buy this and they come and then install it for you, and then you're able to charge people if they charge their cars over there. So they don't actually own some of the stations that they actually sell to people. They just sell this equipment and people basically keep it and keep the revenue. But they also have stations like this across the states, so that for the drivers, you're able to just drive there and then you can use their app. You're able to charge it. They have locations across the states. They have a lot of locations. You'll be able to use this, So this is one of the benefits of, investing in electric vehicle companies. You never know which one of those companies are going to succeed, but they need infrastructure across the states, So this is one of the companies that you can invest in that could potentially going to succeed no matter, let's say, for example, Tesla succeeds, or if NIO expands in the US, if that succeeds, or Candy, whatever electric vehicle company succeeds in the future. They need infrastructure. Of course, they can build their own charging stations, but these companies are also going to be benefiting when whoever is going to be succeeding in the future electric vehicle companies. So that is one of the beauty of investing in this kind of companies. But, as they said, in the short term, they think that the stock price is way, way overvalued at the current moment. And as you can see over here, the stock is up significantly for the past few days. There's been an aggressive buying. They reported their earnings. They didn't even make a profit. They didn't make any revenue. But of course, they're making progress when it comes to, producing more charging stations across the states. And the stock eventually broke out of the $10 area. And it went all the way to, $31 right now. $31 right now. And also another hit piece came out a few months ago about this company, and the stock went all the way down to $8, So right now it's recovering from that price point. It's sitting at $31.47, So now let's look at exactly what this company is all about and how many shares outstanding over there. And should you consider getting involved in this company? So the share outstanding for this company is 31.3 million shares. The share float is 25.35, and institution owned 18%. So that is relatively good compared to other EV companies that we talked about. Let's say, for example, Solo. Let's say, for example, Candy, the other companies that we talked about on this channel. This is relatively good, but insider ownership is 0.4%. So there's not a lot of insider own it. The majority of the shares are held by institutions and also retail investors, so that is an important thing that you want to be looking at. And of course, there's not a lot of shares available. That's why you're seeing the stock price within a matter of days, the stock eventually tripled. So that is one of the main things you might be looking at. So now let's talk about, what is the future of this company. So if you want to get involved in this company, right now the stock price is really overextended. But if you believe in the company, of course, these companies are definitely going to be needed for the future when most of the vehicles driven across the states and across the world is going to be electric vehicles. These are going to be the companies that are going to be eventually helping electric vehicle companies. And that is why there's huge potential growth for the future. Even though right now, even though it does not seem that they're making profit or they're not making money and things like that, but you have to look ahead and see if there's going to be huge potential for this company. So even if Citron Research, even they came out today and said negative thing about this company, of course, they say negative thing about NIO. Like they said, NIO is going to be trading at $25. But look at NIO right now. It hit a new 52-week high today at $55.55. And it's trading close to above and closer to that price point. So it's probably going to be continuing to go to the upside. So don't let this Citron Research really affect some of the investments that you're going to be making. A lot of people, of course, panicked when the Citron Research came out right around over here. And then it went all the way down. And then it recovered. Right now, it broke out to 52-week highs. So for the case of Blnk, Blnk has been breaking out aggressively to the upside. We have to just wait for it to see exactly if the continuation is going to happen. The stock is significantly going to the upside. Even today by itself, it's up 49.6% to the upside. It's up $33.70. So one of the important things that you want to be watching out for, of course, is they can do an offering. The same companies that we talked about, they started doing offerings. Let's say, for example, Solo did an offering today. We have IRO that did an offering today. So this company can potentially come out and do an offering. So we talked about that in detail yesterday's video. You go and check it out. And later on, I'm going to make another video about that too. So that they're going to be raising money. So maybe if that is going to provide a pullback opportunity, but this stock is just really crushing it to the top. It's a 52-week high right now, $34.67, and buying it at this moment is really extended unless you're just going to hold it for a very long time. It's really overextended. That is one of the things you have to be super careful about. Let's hope for the stock to eventually pull back to the downside. That's ideal. And also they provided another company, if you trust the Citron Research, they said SBE is a better opportunity. So SBE is currently trading. SBE is also up like 32.93% of the upside. So they're both up. They're trading above $30. And this is going to be doing a reverse merger going public pretty soon. So Switchback Energy Acquisition. So they're going to be doing a merger. So this is not an IPO company at that moment. They still have to do a reverse merger go public. So you can still buy it right now. But they say that this company is better than Blnk, so that is if you trust what Citron Research said, so they've been proven wrong, recently with NIO, NIO's just going out to the upside, but we just have to give it time. The market is really hot right now. Electric vehicle companies are just going to the top, they're just breaking out to the upside significantly. So all you have to do is just wait and ride the trend. If you're going to want to get in and out like quickly, take your profit, day trade it, swing trade it. That's a great opportunity if you want to invest in the company, of course, and just buy it and hold it for the long term, so if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. I'm going to be making another video pretty soon, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. But I catch you in another video. Have a wonderful day.